coming in my robe because, hey, I want to be comfortable. But in this video today, I really wanted to come and break down some things that I learned about the affiliate marketing blueprint. You know, what is it that you need to know to, get email marketing going and master the game? There's a lot of things that gurus are not going to tell you. And I'm going to break down what I've learned over the past year of, going from to building my way to full-time income. And I want to share that with you and help you get some results in your business. Now, what I'm going to share to you are some foundational things that you need to know. And this is actually going to be part of a series. And I will let you know what I also will be revealing tomorrow. So stay tuned to the end. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can get more information on things like this. All right. So I'm going to share some foundational things that you need to know about email marketing. And here's the other thing that you need to know. That the information that I'm sharing, you can apply to any business, whether you're, an e-com, you have a regular standalone business, any online business or affiliate marketing. All right. So that said, there's some foundational things that I really want people to understand because it really will help in your breakthrough online. The first thing is that people who come to the online space have very flawed ideas about how to make money and how to master the game online. First thing is they come with a quick focus, instead of focusing on the end game, I'm going to build a asset. So an email list is an asset. Instead of coming online and saying, I'm going to build an asset that, over time it's going to create me, great income. They come with this, I better make money in 7 days, or I better make money in 30 days, or it's a scam. What I tell people to do when they decide that they want to make money in the online space is, if you're going to start a business, be prepared to start a business, be prepared for the peaks and the valleys, but one of the smartest things that you can do is build a business while you already have a job. That way you can build your business, okay, and be in a better place, when those wins start rolling in. But your focus has to be not on making the money, but on building something that's going to make you money over time. It's a very different mindset. So building a list is a long-term mindset. It's a long-term focus, but it will help you have more wins and make more money over the long haul. All right. So let's jump into it about building a list. Building a list is more than just building an email list. Okay, so building a list is more than just email. So even though I'm talking about email marketing and building an email list, it's more than just email marketing. If you look at all the top gurus, what they don't want you to know is, why they're saying build an email list, they are also building a social media following. And I myself know that social media is powerful because social media is how I built my way to full-time income. Okay, leveraging free platforms, leveraging YouTube, leveraging Facebook. At one point I was leveraging Instagram, but I really don't like Instagram. But mainly YouTube and Facebook, right? And then using that leverage from those free social media platforms and driving people who ask me for information or want more information to my email list. Okay, so you can leverage social media and allow it to also help you build an email list. And then on the flip side, you can then redirect your email list to your social media to learn more about you and why they should connect with you. Okay. So, and also just to see social proof that it works. Okay. So it can be a two-way exchange. Okay. Using, social media. So here's what I wanted to say about that. So you can build a following on social media. Okay. These are essentially a list of followers. All right. So let's say you have 5,000 Facebook friends. Those are 5,000 followers, 5,000, people that are following you. They're following your journey. They're following, your tips. They're following your content, things like that. And those are the people that you want to get on your list. Okay. Now on the email side, you're building an email list. Okay. And both of these things can go hand in hand. And it's what this email list and a social media list is going to help you do is build authority and a relationship with your subscribers. Okay. Or a relationship with people who you ideally want, as customers, or, things like that. Now, what email marketing allows you to do that social media doesn't, right? Social media allows you to, you can inbox people. I inbox people, when they reach out for me for information, I inbox them back. Okay. So that's one way you can contact people who are on your social media list. But here's the problem with social media. When you base your entire business on social media, it's faulty. For those of us who were aware, a couple weeks ago, Facebook, Instagram, and I believe Snapchat at the same time all went down within a day. People who built their entire businesses on these social media platforms, they were freaking out because they had no way to contact their customers because they did all of their business on social media. You always want, even if you build on social media, you want to direct people to your capture page so that you can have a way of building that email list as well. And I'm going to talk about in a second, but you can make thousands more dollars if you move people to an email list versus just leaving everything on social media. You're losing thousands of dollars. And I'm going to explain why in a second. All right. These are things gurus are not going to tell you. And the other thing that an email list allows you to do is to build a relationship with your subscribers. Okay. So you could be sharing with them your journey. You could be sharing with them, your experience with your product, service, or opportunity. You could be sharing with them other customer, client, member testimonials. You could be sharing with them why they need to get started, but you cannot do that if you don't have an email list, right? Because here's the thing, other problem with just building on social media. People on social media, they have like a quick attention span, and they'll just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And if they scroll past your stuff, well, what other opportunities do you have to really connect with that person? All right. So I already talked about building a list. I wanted to show this example, what I was saying about it being a two-way street. So ideally, you want to build something on social media. Okay. Again, social media being Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, things like that, those free platforms, even Snapchat, whichever one you want. And you want to, again, lead those people to an email list. And once people get on your email list, you want to share with them your social media profiles and say, hey, like me on Facebook, things like that. Now, here's where it gets into the profitability. A lot of people don't understand why they need to build an email list. Okay, in terms of profitability. The old adage is that every person on your list is worth $1 per month per subscriber. Okay, so if you have a list of 2,000 people, okay, every month, that list is worth $2,000. I could tell you that I know for a fact that this is pretty accurate because my business, that doesn't mean that every person is going to buy something for $1. It's an average. Okay. So when I built my first email list, I grew it over time. And then after about like a couple months of just being like really dedicated of driving people to my list, I had a list of like 2,500 to 3,000 subscribers. Okay. I just deleted that list and started over because I had some dead weight on there. I needed to start a new list. Okay. But I had that list, and on average, that's how much I was bringing in with just from emailing my list on a regular basis. So I can tell you that I know from my own personal experience, not just what I hear gurus and things like that say, that this is very accurate. Okay. Now, the question that people have is like, how long is it going to take to build that email list? Hopefully you're focusing on building an email list from the beginning. That's something that's not taught to online marketers. They're like, hey, join this opportunity, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, that's all nice, but they're missing teaching you some foundational things that can make you more money over the long haul. Now, so focus on building from the beginning. Do not focus on how long it would take. I can't really answer that because it depends on what method you're using to build your emails, but you do want to just from the beginning focus on collecting people's email address and from the beginning. All right, now, how do you start getting people on your email list? Well, I already talked about social media. I drive people from social media who reach out to me to my email list. Okay. People on YouTube, I drive them to my email list. Okay. So that's how I do it. I do free. Okay. Now there are some paid methods. Okay. There's solo ads. I do not recommend that any beginner or intermediate person online do solo ads for a lot of reasons. You know, there is some science behind or method behind solo ads. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're wasting a lot of money and you don't know what you're doing. So, you know, you can do some ads. You can do some ads, maybe a Facebook ad, you know, a simple lifestyle post. You can boost that and actually drive people to your capture page that way. I would prefer that people do that versus doing a solo ad. Okay. So anyways, free or paid, that's how you can begin to build a list. Now, the other question that people have is email marketing, is it dead? Hell no. You know, here's what I want people to think about. Think about every time you go into a big box store. Okay. Every time you go into a big box store, you go into Sears. Well, Sears is dying, but let's use another example. Walmart. You go into, you know, Bath and Body Works. You go into all these stores. What's one of the first things they say? Oh, you want to update your email address, or do you have an email address? Why would these multi-million-dollar companies be asking you for your darn email address if email marketing didn't work and if it wasn't effective? Because if you want to do like the big dogs do, like the gurus do, like the big box stores do, then you should be doing the methods that they're doing. And here's what they know. People, social media is faulty, right? It's faulty. So they know that email marketing has been around for forever, and it's still one of the best ways to stay in contact with that audience that you're building. At a click of a button, you can send out promotions. At a click of a button, you can email them and invite them to webinars. You can share with them your story. At the click of a button, you can do a flash sale. You know, at the click of a button, you could say, you know, here's why you need to join right now. At the click of a button, you could share with them multiple offers. So you can constantly promote to your list over and over again. And as you start staying in contact with your list, they're going to develop trust in your brand, right? So that relationship just from sharing, staying in contact with your list, that's money in the bank right there. All right. Now, the other thing that I do want to say about that I've learned about email marketing is a lot of people say, oh, you know, automation. You know, email marketing doesn't mean that you get lazy. It doesn't mean that you're going to not have to do anything. You just push a button and money's going to come to you. Okay. You have to know what you can automate and what you can't. What I like about email marketing, and I talk about this in my videos from my time when I was working full time, is this. When I was working at night, okay, or I said at night, working during the day, I could send a simple email to my list. So what would happen, what my day would look like is, you know, I would work, and during my lunch break, I would send an email to my list. And I would basically just, you know, send them the video that I made of the day, or things I wanted them to know, or promotions that I knew were happening, things like that, or a webinar, whatever, right? I would email my list these things, include my link, of course, if they were ready to buy or something like that, right? And I'll also give them my phone number, and I would say, hey, if you have any questions, reach back to me. What was happening is that simple process of just taking 15 minutes to email my list, that automated a lot of things for me. People were buying from just me emailing my list, right? I was at work and sales were coming in. Of course, that took, me not being afraid to put myself out there on social media. But by learning that thing, I was able to then, by sending a quick 15-minute email to that list that I had built, right, using social media, because that's my thing, right? It's not everybody's jazz, but trust me, it's not as hard as what people make it to be. Building on social media is actually really simple, okay? I actually have a course around that. It's so simple, okay? But anyways, automation. Sending that quick 15-minute, taking 15 minutes to send that quick email. And I wasn't really good at copywriting and stuff like that. I just was like typed up something like, hey guys, blah, 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 blah. And that's it. And sent the link and sent them away. And that simple process helped me automate things. When I was asleep, people were not only able to watch some of the things I had posted on YouTube, but they were able to get on my list, and they had saw my emails that I was emailing out to my list, and they would reach out and ask questions. They would reach out and buy. Okay, they would reach out and say, hey, Shin, what else do you have? That's when I started learning that, oh my gosh, whatever your offer is, you should have complementary things, because the reality is, okay, listen, if you have weight loss, I always like to use weight loss as an example. You're going to see me say that a million times. But let's say you offer weight loss shakes. Okay. People want complimentary things. They might be like, oh, do you sell like shake bottles? Or, oh my gosh, they want other things. Why not position yourself? I know I'm going on a tangent, but why not position yourself to help those people who they're already looking for these things and related things? So anyways, that's it. Automation. That's what I had control of, is knowing that I didn't have to chase people, because as I built that list, all I had to do was send an email to my list, that 15-minute task that I did every day with consistency. At the time, I'm getting better at going back to being consistent. But yeah, emailing my list every single day, that helped me build a relationship with my list. And they bought because of not only the consistency of emailing my list, okay, staying in front of them. Okay. So while other people, they just posted on social media, I was posting on social media. They were seeing that, but they were also on my email list. All right. So I hope you get the point. Now let's talk about some tools that you need to build this list, because I also think that this is something that a lot of gurus are not telling affiliate marketers or business owners or whatever, that you need some tools to build your business. They just say, oh yeah, join this opportunity. That's only one part of the equation. And that's the best piece of advice that my mentor gave me when I came in this online game. And I said, I need to free myself from my toxic job. I hated my job. It was a piece of shit. Every time I showed up to that job, I had anxiety. And I said, there has to be a way for me to, make full-time income from home. I said, I can't do this no more. Like, I literally hated that job. So what she told me, like flat out, she was like, I'm not going to beat around the bush for you. I'm not going to tell you that all you do is take this op and beast it out. Cause yeah, that's great, but it's not sustainable. She's like, there's people who they came into this game and they joined the op and they were making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a week, and they burnt out and they couldn't maintain it because they didn't have systems to help them not only grow their income, stay in contact with their list. So they always had to hustle. And that was the best piece of advice that she told me. Okay, so you do need tools to be able to build your list and to build your following. And it doesn't mean that it has to be expensive, but yeah, you need some tools, right? If you started a standalone business, you would need tools. Even though you're online, you're going to need tools. Okay. So here's my favorite tools and my recommendations. I'm going to go through why, and then I'm going to tell you what tomorrow's what they call this thing video will be about. Can you tell I'm a little off today? So the tools that you're going to need to build your list and your following, okay, on both your email list and also social media. First of all, I would say go set up a social media account somewhere. Okay. Again, my preferred social media platforms are YouTube and Facebook. It only takes a minute to just go create your free account. If you got a Google account, you can do it. Make it happen. Right. I don't know nothing about Snapchat and Instagram and all that. So I have like 2,000 followers on Instagram. How? I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know nothing about Instagram. I'm thinking about hiring my cousin to manage my Instagram. I mean, all she do is, she's a teenager and she's on Instagram all day. But anyways, go set up a free social media account. Okay. If you want to know how to actually post on social media to build attraction and have your inbox popping and actually build a full-time income actually using social media, message me and I'll get that information to you. But anyways, social media, go create your free account. Costs nothing to do that. That's why I say if you have no budget, there's so many resources that actually help you build a business. Social media, right? Go create you a social media account somewhere. Social media, yeah. Second thing is, what I found is if you want to build on social media, don't just add anybody. Actually, there was a lady who had coached during the summer. She had paid me some money and was like, yeah, can you teach me the basics? I was like, I got you. And anyways, I was coaching her and she was like, I'm not getting any sales. And I went through her timeline and I said, she showed me her friends list. And I said, well, who are all these people? Like, who are these people on your friends list? And she had added a friends list. Some guru had told her to build a friends list with a whole bunch of broke people because they want to change their life and join opportunity. I was like, bad advice. Do not do that, because broke people, they're going to come in one time and the next month they don't have enough to cover their auto ship or their product, whatever. They gone. Who told you to do that? So I had to reteach her how to grow a targeted social media audience. So one of my favorite tools to use to do that, and that I actually use, is called Simple Social Tools. What that allows me to do, and the link and all that information about these resources will be below this video, but what Simple Social Tools allows me to do is build a targeted audience of people related to my business. So for example, if you have weight loss, I'll give you a really even better, more targeted example. I have a condition called polycystic ovarian syndrome. If I wanted to build a list with all people with polycystic ovarian syndrome on my Facebook so that I could promote offers to those people, like weight loss shakes and weight loss tools to help those types of people, that's actually something I'm working on right now. I could do that using Simple Social Tools and target people who have that condition. If I had a business, like, let's use an example. I had a business that I sold hair supplies or hair weave, right? I could, create a Facebook audience with all people who like jewelry, boutiques, beauty, and hair, right? And those are the people likely to buy what you have. If you are in the marketing game, I could build a profile with all network marketers. And now when I post or when I'm marketing, those people are likely to partner with me in what I have because they're my ideal avatar. Okay. So anyways, that's what I use to build my social media. Now we're talking about email marketing. Okay. So you need an autoresponder. Okay. What an autoresponder simply allows you to do is to collect people's email address when they want information. And now they're on your list. You can then, now they're on your list, boom, you can start marketing to them. That's when the real marketing begins, right? When people watch your videos or they watch your lives on YouTube and stuff like that, that's just them kind of seeking out information. They're just kind of like, But once they get on your email list, now you could build that relationship with them. You could promote to them. You can give them tips. You can let them know that you're the authority. You're the person they need to partner with. So that's where the real marketing actually begins, is inside your email list. Okay. So get your autoresponder. And here's the thing about autoresponder, again, going back to, my time working full time and trying to build a business while I was working full time. Guess what? Again, that autoresponder allowed me while I was asleep to allow people to get on my list, to immediately get a welcome email from them. And then in that welcome email, it directed them back to my presentation so they can constantly learn more about me and what I have to offer and why they needed to buy what I had. Okay, so get your autoresponder, automation. Okay, now, one reason that people don't do email marketing, and I'm raising my hand because for a while, I kind of was like, you know what, bump email marketing. I ain't doing it because I'm a social media girl and I'm going to just build my business on social media. And I did that for a minute. I abandoned my list and went right back to social media because it's easier. But I lost thousands of dollars. And when my mentor explained to me the return on investment and why that was a bad idea, and I started actually going back to it and saying, oh, shoot, this really works, I was like, never again. So anyways, why a lot of people avoid email marketing is because when they sit down to actually do email marketing, they don't know what the heck to say. They're like, well, what do I type? What do I say to these people? I don't know. I ain't doing it. There's this lady on YouTube. When you get a chance, look her up. She cracks me up. She, I gotta look up what it is. I think she says, I ain't doing it. I think she's called the I ain't doing it girl. But she cracks me up. So watch that when you get a chance. Yes, it's called I Ain't Doing It. Look it up when you get a chance. Anyways, so that's why I was like, I ain't doing it because I don't know what to say to these people. What am I saying to these people? So you want some swipes. But the problem with swipes are that most swipes out there are ridiculously salesy, hypey. And even when you trying to copy and paste them, you looking at these emails like, if I was reading this, I wouldn't buy from me. You know what I'm saying? So I have actually put together a product. It's my own product. They are things that myself and my mentor, we actually put together these swipes. They convert. So I don't care what your industry is. You can tailor these swipes to you. And what it allows you to do is be able to use these swipes to actually plug into your email. When you're sitting down to do your daily email, if you're like, I don't know what to say, you open up this cash email swipes. It's only $37 one time. Okay. And now you have not only a email swipes course, it's going to teach you how to use the email swipe. There's videos in there teaching you from me, teaching you how I actually use the email swipes. Okay. And how it can use you to, how you can use it to convert your email list into paid customers. Okay. So you, $37. So get your autoresponder and get you the cash email swipes. Okay. And then if you want to promote on social media in terms of building a list there that you can lead to your email list, get Simple Social Tools. All right, tomorrow I'm going to be talking about how to create an email list tomorrow. And I'm actually going to show you the basics of creating an email list. All right, so I talked about why email list is important, but tomorrow we're going to get into actually doing the work of creating an email list together. All right, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Check out the comment section below. There'll be some information on how to connect with me. I hope this was of value to you. Drop a 1 below and let me know if this was of value. If it was, drop a 1 and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, my friend.